A national push to combat drug overdoses. The Drug Enforcement Administration is working to educate families who lost children to the epidemic so they can help play a role in the fight to end it. Nicole Smith joins us in studio with the effort.
Good morning, Neil. The DEA held its first ever family summit on the overdose epidemic, saying drugs like fentanyl are plaguing the nation and killing Americans at an unprecedented rate. A little over a week ago, Metro narcotics detectives recovered 2 pounds of fentanyl powder, nearly 18,000 fentanyl pills and meth at an apartment in Donaldson. Officers also recovered an AR pistol loaded with several rounds. According to the DEA, in the last year, nearly 108,000 people have died of drug overdoses, with fentanyl and methamphetamine driving this record number. Agents said criminal drug networks exploit the anonymity and accessibility of social media apps to push deadly drugs into communities faster, easier, and cheaper. Their inaugural summit brought together families from across the country who have experienced the loss of a child due to a drug overdose or poisoning. Federal agents hoped it could inform people who are directly using their own tragedies to save the lives of others.
There is an indifference to human life that I, in my many years as a criminal prosecutor and as a state AG, have just not seen. All of us growing up with these jobs were trained that drug dealers would never want to hurt someone else, right? They want that profit to still come to them. And that's not the world we live in. And I don't think people fully understand that we've come into a new world where, whereas a dealer may have had 100 or 200 people in an open-air drug market, today they have 100 or 200 million people available at the click of a button on a social media app.
Coming up in the next half hour, a closer look at what their agents on the ground are seeing in their fight to end the drug overdose epidemic. If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, contact the Tennessee Red Line. They are available 24/7 at the number on your screen. Neil.